Hi all. I'm Cassie, but I'm currently impersonating Thixotropic, a player with over 76 hours in Mercy and a 54% win rate on her. I'm here to share their findings on the different sounds you can make with Mercy's heels. There's actually quite a few, which you might miss if you aren't paying attention. There could be some they have not found, but I feel fairly confident in their list. Volskaya Industries. This is the first map where we will first meet many Mercy heel sounds. First, we have the default sound for most hard surfaces. If you are jumping around the game at spawn, this is a sound you're intimately familiar with. I quite like this sound, and I believe most people do as well, because you hear the heel more than you hear the ground. The clacking is satisfying, and gives you something to listen to before the game begins. Next we have the wooden sound. On this map, the tables at spawn allow you to appreciate the hollow sounds of your shoes on the wood. Earthly and rustic, this sound can also be found if you're walking around Route 66, on bridges and inside houses. A nice way to mix it up at Volskaya spawn. In spawn, there are also several of these cushions. Be careful, you need to be directly on one in order to get the correct heel sound, or else you'll just get the default. The sound is unfortunately not that well done. The footsteps are muffled slightly, but they still make it so that the ottoman sounds quite stiff, and not particularly comfortable. However, it is worth trying just to experience it. Moving outside, we have one of my favorites. The sounds of stepping in snow. Muffled, peaceful, maybe a tiny bit squeaky as you would expect from fresh snowfall. Running around the practice arena, I do not believe the snow piles on that map trigger the same sound, so this could be a Volskaya exclusive. Since they are so soft, and the snow is kind of off the main paths on the map, most people might miss this one. However, I highly suggest it. It is calming and takes you away from the battle for a moment, to a nice stroll through the park during a crispy winter afternoon. On the way toward Point A, we encounter maybe the second most common sound, that of metal. This is quite popular in outdoor or industrial areas, and is the sound you'll get from most stairs. The surface amplifies the sounds of Mercy's heels, and causes them to echo a bit. Perhaps strident to some, but others will appreciate how powerful the metallic sounds of the heels on the floor are. On the right of spawn, there is a luxurious apartment building, in which we can look for more sounds. Unfortunately, I believe all the sounds are recycled from before. An opulent love seat and its footrest recycle the metallic sound from before. Furthermore, you are out of luck if you have ever wanted to hear Mercy's heels on the bed, because the bed upstairs seems to use the default sound of stone, and not even the sound of her heels on the cushion. Also, considering that this building is extremely out of the way, I've pretty much never seen anybody there during a normal game. I'm pretty sure it exists just for the, 3 people out there who role-play in custom games. Route 66. There are some unique sounds here. Outside, off of the road, there is stone, which uses the default sound, but there are also patches of gravel where you get a nice sound. It feels like you're kicking up the path, maybe getting a bit of dust on your boots as you trot around the southwest. The tone is slightly muffled, and there is the subtle rattle of stones grinding against other stones under your heel. This bridge to the gas station has no new sounds, but it's a nice place to hear the wood sounds and metal sounds next to each other. Finally, a bit of a nice surprise. In the bar leading up to the second checkpoint, with all the hover bikes at front, there is a rug inside that has a sound I haven't heard anywhere else. It makes your footsteps really soft, and gives the impression that the rug is much more plush than it really is. There is almost no clacking left, only a delicate sensation of a comfortable landing. Highly suggest you seek out this rug to step on it. Temple of Anubis. Our final destination on our worldwide trip to step on things with Mercy's heels gives us one new sound. First, after being disappointed by the bed in Russia, I noticed some cots, and decided to check if they had a nice sound. Sadly, no, they borrowed the metal sound that seems to be the default for furniture. However, outside on the fringes of the map, there are banks of sand. People who enjoy the gravel sound will love stepping on the sand, as you can really hear its little quartz grains sliding around as your boot heel sinks ever so slightly into it. Without a beach map, this is the next best thing, and helps with the immersion of a fun day out in the sun. Combos. That concludes the sounds I've found. However, I'm not about to leave y'all without information on how to utilize these sounds. No, only a lesser guide writer impersonator would do that. Here are my favorite combos that will have your heels on the ground making sounds like a tap dancer. Spamming space. The bunny hop, simply jump and then jump each subsequent time you hit the ground. This, I believe, gives you the most heel sounds per hour, if that's what you're looking for. If you are an advanced Mercy, you can move around and jump on different surfaces as you hop around, to get a diversity of sounds. Press space, then hold it, and start over once you land. This takes advantage of the fact that a normal jump gives you just enough air time to activate your passive, angelic descent. Although this reduces your heel sounds per hour, it does allow you to space them out with the sounds of your wings deploying and gliding you slowly onto the ground, which is another of Mercy's iconic sound effects. Spacing out the heel sounds also sounds less frenetic, which some may prefer. I hope you find this guide helpful. Let me know to let Fix-It Traffic know if there are any other sounds or interesting surfaces you discover.